We're here with Karmelah Dean as the Lady Demons get ready for yet another road game. We've had plenty of those, and we'll have a couple more before we play back in Prather in the middle of the month. But first, Karmelah, talk to me about this past week, the trip that ended with the win at Arkansas State. How big was that to come away with the win there after being on the road for so long and just kind of end it on a really great note?
I think that one was really big for us. It kind of showed us like we can compete with these teams, and just being on that really long trip for 8 days, it was good to finally like get something out of it. Like our first game wasn't the best, and then we amped it up the next game, and then just to finally come out with the dub was really nice.
Yeah. Talk about your game specifically that night. 17 points, season high, 5 assists, season high. You had 3 or more assists in the last 3 or 4 games in a row. Do you feel like things have kind of, or you maybe specifically, kind of settled into playing here and playing with your teammates and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, it took me a few games to really get into it. It's like a new environment, new way of play, especially out here compared to Idaho. So it was nice to finally like put forth more for the team, and I just want to keep it rolling and keep it going into the next games.
There was several big plays throughout that game against Arkansas State. One that kind of stood out, and if you followed the team so far this year, we've seen you do it a few different times, but about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we're down by 1, you're inbounding under our basket, and the defender has their back to you, and you're like, hey, I can maybe make a play here. At what point did you think, hey, this might work? And to do it in such a big moment, it's just kind of, to go for it like that.
Well, honestly, that it wasn't my first choice. I was like really looking for somebody, but I couldn't find the open person at the time, and I knew my 5 seconds were about to be up, so I was like, might as well try this, then turn it over. So I mean, either way, it's either the 5 second or I attempt to put a shot up. So
did coach say anything to you after that? Like I said, it was a big spot, and for it to come through like it did, it was a big play.
She just was like, that was an amazing play, good job.
So moving into this week, we're on the road, like I said, at Mississippi Valley State. You talked about how big the win was against Arkansas State. How do you keep it going, keep building on what you guys have accomplished over the past few weeks?
Well, like our coach said at practice the other day, winning gets harder. So we're just amping up our practices. We're making things harder for us here. So when we get into the games, it's easy sailing. Like, we want to keep winning, so we're going to keep going even harder.
What are you focusing on this week specifically as you prepare for Mississippi Valley? They're a fast, athletic, scrappy team. They force a lot of turnovers. Keeping that in mind, what are you working on specifically this week?
I'm working a lot on just like having my teammates pressure me more, so I'm able to handle that pressure in the game, and pressuring my teammates, especially on defense, so they can handle that pressure as well. And as a team, I think we're trying to work like more on getting back on defense and transition and talking a lot more, because I think just one of our things that we struggle with is getting back and stopping those fast transition plays, and so that's what we're really harping on.
All right, Karmelah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.